Grace and peace to all. This is Dr. Jacqui King, and I will be discussing vital congregations with you today. Vital congregations. Vitality means what? It means that we are alive and we are on mission in our community. We are alive and we're doing work. We have small groups and strong worship. We are alive, and that's a question that you have to ask yourself in your local congregations. Vitality means we are alive and. What makes a congregation vital? Vital congregations are one that have hope. Hope meaning hospitality, opportunity, purpose, and engagement. Dr. Tim Bias, who is the General Secretary of Discipleship Ministries, offers this acronym to help us see what makes a congregation vital. What makes our church vital? If we have hospitality, we are welcoming new people, we're receiving visitors, we have opportunity to offer Christ to all. Our purpose is that we engage people in small groups and we connect to do ministry in our community. And that engagement allows us to send persons into the world to serve with God's grace and love. The 2012 State of the Church report says that vital congregations grow disciples in faith and fruitfulness. They involve people in life-giving ministries. They engage disciples passionately in seeking justice and mercy. They give generously to the work of God's mission and ministry in the world. What that allows us to know is that an inviting congregation has inviting and inspiring worship, disciples engaged in mission and outreach, gifted, equipped, and empowered lay leadership, effective, equipped, and inspired clergy leadership, disciple-forming small group ministries, and strong children's and youth ministry. What is our mission? The mission of the United Methodist Church is to make disciples of Jesus Christ for the transformation of the world. That's based on Matthew 28 verses 18 through 20 and Matthew 22 verses 36 through 40. This mission is achieved through vital congregations that equip and empower people to be disciples of Jesus Christ, that are sharing the gospel in their homes, churches, and communities around the world. And the mission is achieved through vital congregations by worshiping in relevant ways, embracing small groups, and ministering with children and youth. What comes to mind when you think about vitality? How would you describe vitality in your congregation, in your community, where you serve? What does it look like for you to be vital and offer vitality? Is it that you're relevant? Is it that you're connected? Is it that you're meeting needs in the community? All of these are signs of vitality. Vital congregations are spirit-filled, forward-learning communities of believers that welcome all people. They are places where disciples of Jesus Christ are made through the power of the Holy Spirit. And vital congregations are communities that serve like Christ through justice and mercy ministries. This information comes to us on the website from the United Methodist Church, How We Serve Vital Congregations. What does vitality look like? Aaron Hawkins, who is the General Secretary of the General Commission on Race and Religion, said, An essential piece of congregational vitality is the ability of a congregation to reflect the world around it. That cannot be done without reaching more people, younger people, and more diverse people. So Aaron Hawkins lets us know vitality looks like diversity and looks like the community around us. When we're wanting to move forward and decide what steps do we need to take to see if our congregation is vital and how we move forward, those steps are taken in lots of different ways. One, we must pray and connect with our district superintendent to review paragraphs 212 and 213 to help us look at how is our community changing. Our church must be willing to ask questions as well as gain awareness of the demographics and everything that's around us. We're also praying and discerning direction, setting goals, determining the needs. All of this is done before we can take action. And it helps because we can look at a church assessment. The 213 study helps us to set up a task force. We might engage in a variety of vital congregational programs, such as the Small Church Initiative, the Vital Church Initiative, Natural Church Development, and even all the things that are on our Vital Congregation website. These areas help us to implement the change that is necessary for our church to take positive steps to become more vital. Vital congregations are seeking God's heart. Think about what's at the heart of your vital congregation. What is it that you do well? How do you show the love of Jesus Christ? How are you offering hospitality to others? All of those are things that help us to answer the question, what's at the heart of your vital congregation? Take some time to think about that. Serving with community, that helps us to see what the needs are in our community. So we ask the questions, what are the greatest needs in our community? What are the untapped gifts in our congregation? Right there on the pew. Who's missing from our congregation? Is it a particular age group? Is it a ethnic group? Is it the members who live in our community? Because our congregation has everyone who commutes to our church. How are your leaders developed and nurtured? In other words, the questions that we're asking help us to see what does it really mean when we serve in our community. If we want principal leaders in the church, we have to make disciples who become leaders, says Dr. Bias. If we want new places for new people, we have to make disciples who will help those churches be the new places for people or revitalize so people can find their way. If we actually want to make a difference in the world around global health, we have to make disciples who are willing to make the sacrifices to make that happen. Check out this article in the Interpreter Magazine, January, February 2015. When we wander together, we ask the question, how are vital churches connected with communities? A vital church knows about what is happening at the school, the library, at businesses, with folks who live down the street. The evidence of that is what people pray about, what is printed in the bulletin, and what's on the bulletin board. This is a statement from Reverend Rachel Burkham, who's the senior pastor at Barry United Methodist Church in Chicago. How are we connected? Young clergy initiatives. We're connected digitally online, social media, all different kinds of ways. But we have to be willing to realize that our vital connections. Are you willing to become a vital congregation? You have to say to yourself, what should I do? How do we connect? How do we invite people? Where do we go from here? How do we make vital congregations? Let's start now. Let's look at what it takes to become a vital congregation. You might have questions. Also want to pray. Do all the good we can, by all the means we can, in all the ways we can, in all the places we can, at the times to all the people, as long as we ever can. That's a quote by John Wesley. Be blessed, and we'll look forward to helping you become a vital congregation and grow stronger.